So right now I happen to have 3 mouthpieces in my possession, just as things happen. So I am going to do a little play test and just show the difference. Everything is going to be played on my old E11 Buffet because my R13 that I usually play on is in the shop. And I also have Vandoren Lepic 56, that's the dark blue box reeds. I'm playing on a 3.5 plus. And I have a rovner ligature with no metal. So the first mouthpiece I have is a Giardinelli. This is a $28 $28.99. Comes with a mouthpiece cap and a metal ligature. So under $30, you get all that. Great value. You will see why it's valued like that. You will hear why. So you can already tell that it's like not the highest quality. It's very shiny, obviously plastic and not a hard rubber. And it doesn't have any lines anywhere. So you can't line up your ligature on the mouthpiece easily the way you can on some other ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do some little like chromatic stuff. There is a lot of resistance. It's so hard. My face is very red. Especially the upper register, getting any of those notes out, the altissimo on this is basically, it's pretty much impossible to do any altissimo on this. So obviously not for an advanced player at all. Next up, I have a Vandoren 5RV lyre, which was just in a clarinet that my neighbor had. This is about a $100 mouthpiece, and it's a little worn down, but it does have the Vandoren symbol that you can't really see. It does have grooves for you to line up your ligature, and it's less shiny than the plastic one for comparison. So it's definitely made out of the hard rubber. So this is not my normal mouthpiece, but it is pretty equivalent. It's still a high quality Vandoren product. And here's some chromatics on here. Obviously way better sound, way less resistance. The altissimo is coming out. For me personally, I still find it a little airy. That's just my preference, but worlds better. And then last up is my mouthpiece that I always play on, as you can tell by all the spit on it. This is an M30 Vandoren. Again, I've had this for 6 years, I think, at this point. So I love how this sounds, but that's just me personally. And once again, it's very similar to, in looks, to the 5RV. Obviously, it's just the front that's different because that's a different opening size is the difference between different mouthpieces, at least by same makers. So this mouthpiece is also about $100 value. I think I paid slightly more when we got it just because it was a newer product then. But honestly, I don't remember if it was 6 years ago. So this is my pretty much normal setup except a different clarinet, but I did play on this clarinet with this exact setup for a while. So this is what it sounds like. So I like that personally. For me, it has a much fuller sound, especially down low, but you can tell it has that range. It's not airy, it rings. And the difference between these three mouthpieces, especially from this M30 to this, exponential difference. And that is why when you are starting off a young clarinetist, you should not let them go for the cheapo mouthpiece, ever. Do not let them do it. My neighbor is starting off on the clarinet. She has been playing on this, and I cannot believe that she's able to get a sound. It's really crazy to me. So if you have a beginning clarinetist, go for like a B45 or a lower quality, not lower quality, but cheaper Vandoren mouthpiece, a cheaper Yamaha, but like middle of the range Yamaha. Do not let them start on one of those cheapo ones that you just get at the checkout desk at a music store. That is not going to help them learn to love the clarinet. That's my final statement. Get your clarinetist a good mouthpiece. They will sound good. It will be good. They will love it.